deaths at Tampa General Hospital. And it saves lives. AI is starting to save lives. Like, it's amazing. It could get me emotional because it's so important. It's so meaningful. Like, it's a tool to be used to take burdens and all this admin stuff and stress off the backs of our nurses, our doctors, our healthcare providers, our healthcare people that are doing great work. They're just overwhelmed. They're
Yes.
not evil people. They're not lazy people. They're just overworked. And that's a big issue now. People are dropping out like flies in the healthcare system because it's stressful. It's extremely stressful. And so with AI, that automates a ton of tasks that can be lifted off, and then they can
They can
nurse,
breathe. They can focus.
yeah, and
Yeah.
provide great care, but also be proactive. Like, oh, they're showing early, or the AI showed this patient showing early signs of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what we need to do, rather than reacting when that person, goes into shock or whatever.
Yes.
So you're proactive, so you're saving a life possibly, and you're saving increased costs and whatnot, getting them closer or getting them out of the hospital and back home sooner.
Okay.
And so there's the same company, the UK uses the entire UK's national health system, the NHS, is run on this company's platform. So they've lowered waiting times, lowered cancellations for surgeries, and has taken the mental and administrative burden off providers. That means better care for all of us if we were to go to the UK. Like, the entire UK health system is run on their platform.
Okay.
And so I think that's a big thing to help maybe ease the pain of like, oh, AI is just a recommender system. I'm not saying you're saying that. But like the concern of others, which is very valid, of, oh, it could be used for evil. But right now, as we speak, it's doing amazing things to save lives, save money, save time, increase productivity for all of us to do other things that calls to us, our creativity, our service to others, our leisure.
Everything
You
can
know?
be used for evil. A lot of things can be used for evil.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there's a pros and cons to everything, which is a good thing. We need those sides of it.
absolutely.
Yeah, you said something earlier about how you see AI, and you recognize the dangers of it and whatnot. You spoke about that so people don't get it confused on what you are speaking of. You want to bring light to that?
Oh, the
Yeah.
being a tool, or what was it?
Being a tool and you're not the scientist or you're not. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
go
yeah,
for it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm certainly not an expert machine learning scientist, data scientist, computer scientist, AI expert. I'm just someone that has done a lot of research and know enough to be dangerous to at least commentate on this topic and just share what I've been seeing. It's really just sharing what I've been seeing and in over the past couple of years and what I see the world, what I think, in my opinion, I could be
Yes.
wrong, what I see the world going to, and want to share that optimism of, I wouldn't be surprised, I'll put it out there, probably within the next 50 years, 30 years probably, we're going to enter an age of hyperabundance where so like I said, AI helps, and technology, not just AI, but just technology in general. Both those two are innovating at every level, raw material to the suppliers, all that stuff to a finished product, right? Like a solar panel or our shirt or whatever. Every part of that chain is getting innovated and improved on with technology and AI, make it more sustainable, increase production, lower costs, etc. Right? Now, with sustainable energy, wind, solar, nuclear, small modular nuclear reactors that are actually super safe and modular, and you can power cities for a long time. It's the cleanest energy out there, nuclear. And now the sun, unlimited energy. Now we just need to create solar panels, and those are going up like crazy. And the efficiencies of capturing that energy is increasing, and the lower costs and higher efficiency to implement and build those things are going down as well. And battery costs for electric vehicles are going down. And so what my point is that eventually we're going to get to a point where we have so much energy, it's going to be like near zero. Now, aside from World War III or someone, government or someone trying to hoard everything, that's a different thing. But same with food. Like Netherlands, for example, I touched on vertical farming. They're the second largest agricultural exporter behind the U.S. in the world. Netherlands. That's a country smaller than Maryland. But they use vertical farming, technology, cellular engineering for foods, and AI to grow the foods and monitor the plants to target water at them when they need it, so less water usage, increase crop yields. So with food insecurity, we're all innovating on that end. So eventually, yes, there's some parts where people aren't getting fed around the globe, and that sucks, and we need to do better. So food, we got energy, water. I mean, we have desalination plants. This whole concern of water scarcity, water wars, or anything like that, not a thing. That's not going to be a thing. Now, in certain parts of globes, yes, because of conflict or the lack of getting the water to that person.
Yes.
Absolutely. But we don't have a lack of water. We don't have a lack of water. We can desalinate, so take ocean water and translate it into, or transform it into drinkable water. Israel does that. Plenty of desalination plants. And so all these basic necessities and things that we rely on, the costs are going down, increasing efficiency, and expanding like crazy. So I'll put out to say that we're going to enter an age of hyperabundance. And with robotics, with like Tesla's Optimus bot, eventually we're going to have a robot in our home doing chores, helping us out, doing menial tasks, cutting the grass, or something like that, that we can do other things with our time. Or like the cybercab with Tesla. I love Tesla, as you can see. The cybercab's coming out where it's no steering wheel or pedals. You just hop in. You can do work. You can watch a movie. You can take a nap. You can do whatever. So you have how many hours of the day back in your pocket that you can do with whatever you want rather than just drive? Now, you can choose to drive, right? Like I love driving. It's great. It's calming. It's relaxing. But how many more hours you get back for not driving and what you can do with that time? So all these things are lowering the cost dramatically. We're not seeing it as much right away now, but it is making an impact.
Personally, a robot is not mowing my lawn. Are going to be in my house doing my dishes. I do my dishes. But in other parts, I thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
A lot of that I wasn't aware of, especially with the ocean water and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I look forward to our next podcast that we're having about AI technology. We're going to continue this. This will not be our first one. No. We'll probably have more than 2 or 3. Talks about and updates and whatnot. So thank you. I appreciate you coming on this episode.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you for updating me on that. Thank you for informing me. I feel like I know a little bit more, and I'm a little bit more knowledgeable from speaking with you about this and letting you speak to me. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, I just wanted to share what I've been seeing, and you guys, the listeners and the watchers, and we can all do more research and dive into it. And
try to understand it a little bit more, so you can raise that optimism just a little bit, just to where you need it to be. So,
it's as much as the world seems like it sucks right now.
It always sucks.
It always sucks.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But the world is much better.
Yeah.
There are companies, there are organizations, and governments working their asses off to, yes, they make a profit, companies do, but also to benefit humanity and make things work more efficiently and safer and better for all of us. We just don't see it because the news feed, all that social media doesn't show it, but there is good out there, and that's why I'm so optimistic.
Yeah, there's good, there's bad. I like to pay attention to good. I'm aware of the bad, but I like to pay attention to the good. Yeah, thank you for that, man.
Yeah. Trying to give a positive message.
Yeah. I like it. Now you just have my brain just thinking about all of that, man. It's just, it's nice. It's nice. Some aspects, like, obviously I don't agree with you with, but in some of it I do agree with you. It's needed, and it's useful, and it can help. And if it can help save a life,